Alright, it's Henry again, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the 1:144 scale high grade Mega Shiki. Okay, so this is what the Mega Shiki is going to look like, snapped together straight out of the box. And one thing right from the beginning, you'll just have to sort of ignore this little Tamashi stand. Because Mega Shiki has a really hard time standing up on his own because of this giant backpack. This does not come with the kit, bought that separately, so just sort of ignore it during the course of the review. Anyway, the kit is going to be molded in this purplish color. It's not like a bright Dom purple, it's sort of a toned down purple, but it looks pretty good. You've got white parts for the feet and little energy cables on the forearms and the back of the knees. You've got sort of a weird bluish off-white for the torso and these details on the front skirts, and then obviously gray for all of the joint parts. Now, you will be getting some weapons and accessories. Get a beam rifle. Get two curved type beam saber blades molded in clear yellow. And you are going to be getting some extra hands. He's got two closed fists on him right now. You'll be getting two open hands and two trigger finger hands. Now the armor backing on the back of the hands is kind of weird for this kit. It comes with the MP high grade hands, so it's got these gray backings, but you also get, I think, three colored backings that are shaped a little bit differently, so you can just sort of switch those out and put them on there however you want. And then obviously you'll be getting an instruction manual, a very small sheet of stickers, just a black sticker for the eyes, and then stickers for the cameras on the front and back of the head. And you will be getting quite a few leftover parts. There are several runners, let's see, I think 1, 2, 3, 4 runners, at least, of parts from high-grade Universal Century Delta Gundam. And you will have several parts left over, so don't worry about it, you didn't forget anything. Those will not be used for the kit. So, with the intro out of the way, we can go ahead and get into articulation. In fact, I'm going to take him off of this little stand for now. Okay, the head is on a ball joint, so it can go up and down. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. The head can go up and down. The neck is on a hinge that can go back and forth. So yeah, it's 360 rotation. Torso is on a ball joint at the waist, so you've obviously got rotation. Pretty much 360. You have a little bit of forward and back. The backpack sort of hampers that a little. You've got some side to side, about that much. Shoulders are on a peg, on a polycat that swivels inside the torso, so you've got forward and back. Don't really have any up and down at the shoulder peg, but the arms can come up that far. Shoulder armor can rock back and forth as well, 360 below the shoulder. A single joint for the elbow that's going to bend a bit more than 90 degrees, but obviously not 180. This little armor flap is double jointed, so it can come down that much. And then you've got ball joints for the wrists, so those can obviously do whatever they need to. Alright, side skirts. Side skirts on this kit are kind of weird. The back skirt is fixed in place, it doesn't move. The side skirts are actually pegged into the back skirt, so they don't have any rock or back and forth at all. They can pretty much just go up and down. So that's your back skirt movement. This little small fin sticking out of the back skirt can go back and forth just a tiny bit. The front skirts are, actually I think I have some spare front skirts on this extra runner. They come molded as one piece together, but like a lot of the newer HGUC kits, you can cut those in half, and they are each on an individual ball joint. So, let's see, you've got ball joint hips, and the side skirts sort of hinder the, well, I mean, the legs can go forward that much. As you can see, they do clash with the side skirts there a bit. Legs can come out about that far. You've got a little bit of rotation there. The knees are double jointed. They can bend about, not quite 180, but pretty close to it. Knees can actually do all kind of weird stuff because Delta Gundam transformed, and the legs are pretty much from Delta Gundam. So you've got this little flap on the back of the leg that goes up and down. Ankle joint, you've got this joint part right here can rock back and forth, and then below that is an actual ball joint that's going to give you side to side and forward and back and 360 rotation. Ankle armor is just on a swivel, so it can just go up and down. The backpack has a little bit of posability to it as well. These wings are on little ball joints, so they can rock back and forth a bit. They can actually rotate all the way forward. I'm going to zoom back out again. All the way forward, all the way back, and then the midpoint of the wings can go up and down as well. And then these like little thrusters and things are on pegs, so they can sort of swivel up and down too. Alright, so I believe that pretty much covers articulation. Now we can get into weapons and accessories. Alright, I'll get the basic weapons out of the way first. You've got the beam rifle, which is actually very, very nice looking in my opinion. The handle can swivel back and forth. I can actually go all the way up for... There we go, and pretty much the only way you're going to be able to have him hold it is in this position. This little armor flap up under the hand can sometimes make things a little bit tricky, but it's really not too bad. So the only thing you're pretty much not going to be able to do is rotate it around to the side very much, but honestly, how often are you going to be doing that? Beam sabers are stored on the wings. They're right here. They simply pull off, and you insert the blade, put it in the hand, and there you go. Simple as that. Okay, there's a couple things you can do with this backpack. First, you're going to have to detach it from the back, which can be kind of tricky because it's pegged in like 3 different places. Sometimes this gray piece comes off. Just pop that back on Mega Shiki. There we go. Okay. So we're going to take the wings off, as well as these parts. And we're going to transform the Mega Rider into its rider mode, I guess you could call it. Anyway, these little things come down. We're going to attach these parts to them. They're going to act sort of like skids, landing gear, if you will. Like so. I'll go ahead and fold that peg down. And then we will switch the wings around, and they're going to attach to the side like so. Bring the wings out. There we go. Straighten that up a little bit. Now we've got a little gray handle that is going to attach right here. And then you can rig up the action base however you want. Anyway, this is supposed to be the pose where Mega Shiki can hold on to the bottom of the flyer Mega Rider like so for sort of transportation, carrying him off, escaping from a battle or something like that. And then there is the second formation, which is the cannon mode. So for the cannon mode, I'm scooting Mega Shiki back a little bit. The Mega Rider is going to transform yet again. We're going to move these down 90 degrees, and he's got little handles on the side. Those are going to flip out. Flip that handle away. Let's see, these little landing skids are going to come back and sort of tuck up under the thrusters there. We're going to extend the barrel of the cannon. This actually comes up. It's on a little joint there and scooches forward. Then there's another part here that slides out. There's a small tab here that we're going to pull out right there. And then there is a panel on the crotch piece here that's going to come off. And the little tab on the bottom is actually, let's see, supposed to plug in right there. Oh wait, these things have to move. Yeah, these are actually going to go down up against the skirt armor. And then that little tab is going to plug into the crotch piece. And then, if you can see it, you're just going to put Mega Shiki's hands right on those handles. It's sort of finicky. Might not get it on the first try, but it'll eventually go on there. There we go. And that is the cannon mode. And now I feel like I need an action base in the front, because whereas before he was extremely back heavy, now he is extremely front heavy. The action base, or the Tamashii stage, isn't even holding him up. I have to move it back like so. So pretty much whatever you want to do with this guy, you're going to need some sort of display base, be it an action base or a Tamashii stage or something. But, you know, if you're into the giant cannon add-on stuff, it does look pretty cool. Okay, so I've come back after painting the kit, and this is what I've come up with. I used a light gray and orange kind of test type color scheme. And other than that, it's pretty much just an OOB paint job. I did do a few small modifications. I added some detail up under the skirt armor, as you can see there. Added some decals. Here is the beam rifle. So you see kind of a two-tone gray color scheme. And also I got the Bandai System Weapon number 8, part of the Builder's Parts series, and used the Hyper Mega Launcher. Also added a radome to it, and decided to give this to Mega Shiki as an accessory. And I actually think it looks really cool. It's really customizable. It's got a different barrel you can put on at different back ends. It's got 3 different handles. These parts can flip out on the side here, and then it's got an additional handle on the bottom that is sort of hard to get out, but it does come out. There we go. So, really, really cool. It's going to be a bit large and difficult for him to pose with, but that's just how hyper mega launchers are. So you can see, even though it is quite large, he doesn't really have much trouble holding it, even without the other hand supporting the barrel. He can still hold it with one hand, so the joints on this kit are pretty darn strong, considering he can hold this gigantic beam cannon. Also, I made a small little mechanical arm to attach to the side skirt that will be kind of like a storage mode of sorts, which I'll show you in just a minute. Alright, so that about does it for my review of the 1:144 scale high grade Mega Shiki. This is a really cool kit. I've said it before, I think it's a really good looking machine, and it's a very nicely detailed kit. If you go with the original color scheme, you're not going to have to do a lot of painting or masking. Most of the parts are already molded in their correct colors. As far as playability and weapons and accessories go, this kit is great. You get, 2 beam sabers and a beam rifle, and the Mega Ride launcher has lots of potential to it. It's almost kind of like an SD kit with all the different gimmicks it can do. It's got 3 different modes: backpack mode, the rider mode, and then the giant beam cannon mode. So really great all-around kit. I definitely recommend it. If you're into scratch building and kit bashing, you'll have some leftover parts from Delta Gundam that you can use from this guy, so definitely gets a thumbs up from me. So with that, I'll see you guys next time.